has relatives or whatnot, I'm very proud of myself for teaching kids how to use different words. I mean, I did teach my 2-year-old nephew how to swear in Japanese, so which was fun. Oh, and no one caught on until church.
Oh, the place.
Yep. I was snickering. I normally don't go to church, but I got conned into going with taking my sister and her kid. I think Sis's car was having problems or something like that. And of course, Zach dropped a book. If I remember correctly, he dropped something, and he let out a very explicit Japanese curse word. And I was trying my best not to snicker and whatnot. And everyone's like, "Oh, it's cute. He can speak Japanese." And there was literally one lady that was an old lady that was sitting next to me. She just suddenly turned and glared at me because I was snickering. And she's like, "Let me guess, your kid?" I'm like, "No, my nephew." "Why, ma'am?" And she said, "I know exactly what he said." I'm like, "Ooh, shit." So
Oh,
and she's like, "That was not nice." And she was trying not to grin either. So especially in a house of God. I'm like, well, no one else knows as long as you don't tell on me. I won't. No one will know.
just don't say it out loud.
Exactly. Okay. Oh, I got to do the content thing here. Almost forgot that. Otherwise, I will definitely get tagged by freaking TikTok. Okay, I am now live on TikTok. And why have you not showed me that I am live here? To go here. No, it does show that I'm live. There we go. Not that anyone's actually in my channel on YouTube. But hey. Okay. Let's go to live. There we go. Okay. Time to send this notification out via TikTok to let people know that I'm actually live. Let's see here. Good morning to anyone that's swinging in while I'm sending this live out. Let's see here. And hello, Mrs. Johnson. So many people to send this out. Nah, TikTok makes this way too hard. Let's see here.
Doesn't it suit you?
And I know. Where did you go? There you are. Voila. I'm actually almost done sharing this out. And now I'm done sharing my live out. So voila. Hello everyone that's coming in. Hope you all are having a good week. I am live here. I am also live in the Rabbit Hole, which if you've not joined the Rabbit Hole, that is link in bio there. And I'm also live in YT as Grumpy Marketing 50, where you can see the screen a little bit better than you can here. And let's see here. I need to make sure that I'm not zoomed in too far. There we go. Hey Jim, how you doing? Hope you're doing good. I just gotta squish this back a little bit. There we go. I actually had my very first generator up on my store, which is the butterfly generator. And I really should actually open that up. Let's see here. Output. There it is. We'll open that up. Yeah, you can open it up, right? Open up. Thank you. There we go. How you doing, by the way? Yeah, I figured I might as well see how I'm creating these. I should actually sell one or two of them, you know. I literally put this one through my base 64 to make it a little bit more visually appealing, change the font and whatnot. And then if we go to, my go-to again is CArt. We'll bring CArt up. Yeah, good to hear. I'm freezing my butt off already. I think we went from summer straight to freaking winter with no warning. So this is literally part of what I did with my generator. You literally can control all four of these position wing-wise. You can control the landscape through this. And if we go, let me just randomize this real quick. Generate. And let's see here. I may not like, well, the weather's that's not too bad. You have the color palette. You literally have weather controls. You have your entire control over your left wing setup, right wing setup, lower left and lower right wing. So that you can literally, there's 30 options that you can choose through any of these. Let me make sure that you can actually see those options. And I use this as a base 64, my HTML injector, which is all base 64. Change the fonts, change the photo. Thank you for the gifts, by the way. And it just makes it to where it looks better. It looks pretty. We go to, let's see, we're going to copy that. Let's see what this photo looks like. And then what I'm going to do is I have a couple ideas of generators that I want to do. Now my source, some people will go to Pin and they will actually, they'll start scrolling through that looking for photos there. I don't have much luck with Pin because it's really kind of out of my wheelhouse. I'm a grumpy bastard. I don't belong on. I don't belong there, social media wise. So, I don't really use it too much. I don't find a lot of my stuff that I like. Okay, this is without using the Gothic vibe that I always prefer. Still, they look very nice. Let me just pop these up. See, this actually looks really nice as well. Multiple uses for this. And the beautiful thing is, if I wanted to, I could actually more than likely remove the background off of these. This almost looks like the old-fashioned... Oh my god, did I just say old-fashioned? The old sun catchers that I grew up with. My god, I just made myself feel old. But it would be very easy to remove... Ooh, I kind of like how that one's hanging off the side there. It would be very easy to remove the background, especially with my background remover. And you could put these on mugs or whatever you wanted to put them on. But let's put this on my Gothic. Hold on a second. I do have to cover this up just a hair there, because TikTok will throw a hissy fit about it. Again, if you use CArt like I do, be aware that it does do spicy photos. And TikTok does not like spicy photos because it's a frickin' prude. But what I'm going to do is I pulled a photo off of my phone. And we're going to go here. It is of a statue that I actually ended up getting. And I'm just going to load this up. We'll just wait until Claude loads this up. I use Claude, by the way. It's pretty much my go-to now for all things coding as well as HTML generators and whatnot. It's just better at it than anything else that I've used. Now, I freely admit I have not used Manus yet, so I do not know how well Manus does. So, take that with a grain of salt of what I say. And I don't remember if I have my skill Architron set up on this account specifically. So we're going to do this the long way. Our very first thing that we're going to do is I need not to knock my tripod over. Hold on a second. I need to readjust this just a hair bit better. There we go. Okay. I need a HTML generator based around this photo. let me make sure you can see the prompt here. And this photo is literally a dragon photo. It is a pewter statue that someone gave me. I don't remember if it was my wife or if it was my niece-in-law for my birthday. And it's basically just a dragon holding onto a castle with a snow globe kind of thing. It's been sitting on top of my desk forever. Hasn't been dusted or anything. I keep forgetting it's up there. But it's still kind of a neat thing. So, around this photo. So, I've given it my subject, which is the photo of the dragon. Let me see here. Hold on a second. Let's go to here. Go to downloads. We'll pop that up and I'll let you see what it looks like. Voila. It's a little dusty. But that's the photo that I'm literally going to have Claude build my generator for me. So it doesn't have to be photos. It can be it doesn't have to be right thing. It does not have to be just artwork. It can be pretty much anything that you want. It can be a real photo. It can be artwork. It can just be an idea. You don't have to have a photo, but you can use a photo if you want to. And I'm going to show you how I pulled a couple extra photos from my favorite place to go to look for photos, which is the Etsy. And why don't you get along, Joe? What's it doing that it's not supposed to be doing? So let's see here. I need an HTML generator based around the photo that I uploaded. I need 30 options per dropdown. I want the first option to be none. The rest to be in alphabetical. That might be your prompting, to be perfectly honest. I hate saying that, but it could be the prompting, because I've done that quite a few times and forgotten to tell it, hey, I need this, I need that. Or especially the buttons. I'm always forgetting the damn buttons, which pisses me off. Because then I had to go back in and say, I forgot to tell you, give me the damn buttons. Let's see here. The rest is to be in alphabetical order. Hey, I spelled that. Nope, not close. Yeah, I did. I want dragon types. I want to control the scene. That is in the globe. I need. Let's see here. I need camera controls, lighting controls, shadow controls. Let's see here. Controls. I want weather controls specifically inside the globe. I want globe types as well. And then here I'm going to get just a little bit lady. Well, sometimes, but to be perfectly honest, this is a really prime example, a really good example. Some people are going to love Claude, some aren't. Some are going to love ChatGPT, some aren't. I don't use ChatGPT anymore except for making brand Bibles. That's pretty much all I use ChatGPT for anymore, which I use the free version, because to me, when they brought out 5, they just dumbed the ever-living shit out of it. And it just doesn't do coding right anymore. I cannot get it to do HTML generators to save my life, no matter how much I prompt them. Gemini sucks for HTML generating as well as coding, and this is just the free version. I have never paid for Gemini Pro, so I don't know how well anything that's attached to Gemini Pro, I don't know how well that actually works or not. But the free version sucks. But what I use Gemini for is brainstorming. It is really, really, really good at brainstorming. So when I have an idea for a program that I want to vibe code, I start in Gemini. And I will start brainstorming like crazy with it, because it's perfect for that. It is really, really, it's actually better than ChatGPT. I tried that once with Chat just to see, and Chat wasn't that helpful. Gemini, on the other hand, really was. And I can spend hours if I wanted to just brainstorming ideas before I even take them to Claude Code and have Claude Code build them for me. So, we all have our own favorites. Will you stop that? Our very own favorite AI prompts. Well, not prompts, but AIs. There we go. Alright, so, as well, now, also, will you stop shaking? Hold on a second. I'm having an argument with my tripod here. This is not liking the positioning that I have the legs at. Look here, you're going to behave yourself. No, that's collapsing. That is not behaving. See, it starts screwing. You start having tech issues when you are live only. Now look here, you're going to settle down, and you're going to stop being top heavy. I apologize for the screen moving. There we go. Okay, that's better in there. I'm no longer zoomed in that far. There we go. Voila! Let's see if that stops the freaking camera, my camera from trying to fall over. I want, okay. Also include any drop downs you think need to be added to make this a truly impressive generator. Now, as I said, do not forget the freaking buttons. So I need a photo prompt, a video script, a Suno Music script, a prompt, what was the other one? Oh yeah, animation prompt. We'll go 10 presets, 10 presets as well. And let's make this a truly amazing visual background for the subject. And we just press enter. And the other thing that we also have to remember when we're doing HTML generators is that all of them, all the artwork, AI art out there will give us different photos. I could take the same prompt into Midjourney and get something completely different than what I would get in, say, CArt. I can take it to Night Cafe, and Night Cafe is going to give me something totally different than Midjourney or CArt would give us. That's why I say go forth and explore your options. Find what you like. I like CArt. One, it's cheaper than Midjourney by far. And two, to me, it's more powerful. The only thing that is actually missing that might be kind of nice is the mood board. So now we have that. And the other thing that I'm going to show you, and we're going to make a couple of generators here. Other than, let's see here. If we go here, I can literally turn all of these into... Oh, that's actually kind of nice. Stop that. That's kind of nice. I can easily turn these into videos. I can remove the background if I wanted to. Put this on a mug. Or put it on a t-shirt, whatever you wanted to do. But this one's actually impressive. This is the best one I've seen so far. We've got literally 3 worlds within here and a couple of worlds within the wings itself. That one looks kind of cool. But I'm going to make a dinosaur HTML generator based off of, let's see here, this photo here. Voila. And yes, I borrowed this. I go to Etsy. And I literally start doing a search for Tumblr designs. And this will give me good ideas. And I'll just sit there and scroll down. I'll start slowly scrolling down through and looking for the ideas that I actually like. And you're going to come up with a ton of ideas. You could even go through and look for specific dresses or clothing styles that you like. You can pull a couple of those photos and turn those photos into a generator. When it comes to building generators, your imagination really is the limit. If you want to do spicy generators, you need to go to Claude. I'm not Claude, sorry, Grok. Grok is unlimited. Understand, though, that Grok is not that good at programming, so it's going to look a little iffy. But it will be as spicy as you want it to be. And then you're going to have to go to something like CArt or Stable Diffusion to actually make adult spicy photos. So it can be a little tricky finding the one that you want. There's actually another. Let me just see if I can find that. Hold on. Let's go to. I know it's at the bottom here. Here we go. Free AI image generator. This one here is uncensored, folks, and it is free, and it does very, very good. It is literally freegen.app. And this one doesn't do too bad. Let's pop this in here. Must be less than 2,000 characters. Okay, that's too long. So, let's just cut some of this off. There we go. And it's fast as well. But you can only do one photo at a time. You have different aspects. You have the 1:1, 4:3, 3:4, 16:9, or 9/16. Let's just download this image here. Open that up. Voila. That's what it did. And you'll have to change the name because it does do generated image 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have to change the name. Otherwise, it's just going to keep adding to it. But that's not too bad, actually. It's pretty decent. Especially for being free. So we'll close that down. But that one is uncensored. Do with that information as you will. Let's see if Claude's finished. Claude has finished our Snow Globe Dragon. Let's download that. Pop this up. And let us see here. It even gave us a quote-unquote live preview, which is silly, but still. I can always tell it, hey, remove this freaking live prompt kind of thing. We have, and it left off the freaking generate buttons. I told it to give me the generator buttons. Or did I? Did I get stupid again? Yeah, I got stupid. This is my fault. See what I mean about forgetting to tell it what buttons I need. Alright. I got stupid and forgot to tell you I need a generate button, a randomize button, a copy button that only copies the active tab, and a clear all button. So we'll let it do its thing there. And what we're going to do is let's just click on one of these presets here. The Hollow Ascensions. We're going to copy that. And let's go to here. We'll just use the presets for now. But let's see what it gave us. So it gave us the dragon essence, dragon type, dragon size, posture, dragon material, globe and scene. So we have globe type, crystal globe scene, globe particles. Let's see here, globe liquid, weather inside globe, and base type, We have environment. So we basically have color palettes, art style, atmosphere, time of day. We have camera and lighting, and effects and mood. So that's not too bad of a generator. Hey Francis, how you doing? I'm good. I'm cold, but I'm good. Australia has decided to say to hell with autumn, and let's just jump straight to freaking winter. Just because we can. Let's see here. So, let's see what this is going to look like. Other than the wings being on the outside, that's not too bad. It's not perfect. That's a little bit better. Actually, that's kind of cool. And there's one thing that I'm going to have to do, I think, with these presets. Don't get me wrong, it's nice. I like it. Let's download this here. Open that back up. Yay, we actually have our, as you can see, we now have our randomize button that I forgot to put in there. And we're going to find our copy button. Where's the copy button at? Copy tab. There we go. We're going to go back to CArt. Here we go. Pop that there. And we'll see what this does. But what I'm going to say now is, okay, I'm loving this, but I want the dragon on the outside of the snow globe. Snow globe. Wrapping itself around said globe, not inside the globe. And see, we can literally make corrections when we come to Claude, and just simply say, okay, now that I have the full picture, I will completely rewrite the SVG dragon section. Body wraps around the outside of the globe, tail coils underneath, wings spread wide, head rears up over top, claws gripping the equator. That would be kind of cool. And we'll see what this one comes up with. So see, this one isn't bad. Don't get me wrong. Hey, Hannah. Oh, by the way, Hannah, I actually fixed the journal generator this morning. I mean, not generator, but the program. I will give you the URL later. It should fix it. It actually should fix that issue. Oh, I like the clock. That's kind of neat. Now this is a little bit more what I was after. Having literally the dragon sitting over top the globe, not inside the globe. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Hannah. That one's not bad. Some of these are pretty cool, actually. Came out rather nice. I said that I fixed the journal generator so that the PDF will come out better. Well, hey, even a dragon has to get it on once in a while, Let's close that off. I'm going to close that off. See if it's... let's download this again. And we shall open this one up, and we'll see. Yes, I did, and I sent you an email, by the way. I want that prompt. That is an absolutely kick-ass prompt that you have. Let's see here. We have an Infernal Abyss. We will generate that. And let's see here. Copy. I'm cheating and just using the presets for this. But I absolutely loved what you posted. And what you sent me. Now, our next thing. Now that we have our dragon generator up and running, what I need to do is I actually should go to, let's see here. Let's go to our Suno tag, music. We're going to copy that, and we're going to put that in the producer. Just raw as is instead of enhancing it like I normally do. And we're just going to drop this in here. Thank you for sharing the live, by the way. Don't forget to grab your guys' daily heart meat and all that good jazz. Let's see here. So glow intensity, yep, we already did that. And we're waiting for this to CART to finish building its thing. So while it's doing its thing, let's build a new HTML generator. Now I actually went to very dramatic music. Actually, I should grab the butterfly one as well. Yes, I did build, well, I didn't build CART, but I built the generator, yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this. Let's see what this other one is. Copy that, and I can toss this in here. Let's see what our butterfly actually gave us. So we're going to go to Suno Music, copy that. We will toss this in here. Boom. But yeah, it is a dragon. So we go to, we're going to let we're going to let producer do its thing here. And I'm going to go and unzip my file that I just got. Here we go. We're going to unzip that. Extract all. till you see what I'm going to do with it next. That was our file here. Files. Upload that. I'm going to turn these into a movie. We have 13 photos. Both the music ones that I did. Then come over here and select photo show. This is definitely cinematic. Output. I need to change this. Return the dragon, so I know what it is called. That's the one I want. Open that one up. So now I can actually load my own fonts to this. I'll keep that centered font size. I want to make it a little bigger for me, just so I can actually read it. And visible for 5 seconds. We'll keep the opacity at 80%. Size is decent. And I need to find out fade. There we go. Opacity. Yep. There we go. Placeholders. We want 10 seconds. Photo duration of 10 seconds. Seeing how we're on TikTok, let's make this for TikTok. Same with that. We go to there. Now, what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to have Claude put some text in there for me. But before I do that, we need to go to billing. Go to billing. That way you guys can see how much this is actually going to cost me to make this. I have $8.23 on my Claude API account. So we're going to come back to here. Click on the AI script. Of course, it will ask you for your key, which you cannot read my key. Then we're going to go to here. I need to literally move this out of my way. Find my brand Bible, and this is literally going to post everything on brand for me. And then all I got to do is press here, generate script with Claude. And it's doing it, so 1 of 10 right now. And what this is going to do is it's going to put a little storyline over top the photos. Each photo will, the whole content will actually loop because I have it set up so that it will do a continuous loop until the end of the music. And let's see here. 11 of 13, and it is almost done. Now, what Claude gives me, I can actually change. If I don't like what it says, I can read it. And see, like here, I can literally change and wipe out all of this, or I can add to it. But as I'm being lazy, I'm just going to leave it as is. Insert the title cards into queue. And boom, we now have all of that. All I have to do now is just hit the start render. And this will take a little bit of time. But, again, as you know, I don't do math this early in the morning. This is why we have calculators. We're going to F5 this to do 13 photos, basically, to do the script overlay. Cost me 18, 5 cents. That's all it cost me. So that I don't have to sit there and stammer and stutter and think, oh shit, what am I going to write? I don't have to worry about that now. And this does actually only render one at a time because of the fact that this does take a little bit of time. This is running off of my PC. It's running off my CPU. Does not require you don't even have to use Claude if you don't want to. You can actually put your own title card in there. Put your own logo, the whole works. However you want, you can actually do that. But I prefer using Claude. 5 cents. The most it's cost me was, I think, 13 cents for the butterfly butterfly video that I put up here on TikTok. It cost me like 13 cents because there are quite a few photos. But that's still not bad, return-wise. And I did make the butterfly video with this generator, which is actually up on my store right now. Wings of Landscapes. It is actually up on my store. It's $10. Make some really beautiful images here. Whoops. Clear that. Cancel. Thank you. As you can see, it does some really interesting photos. Each of these wing tips, wings, you can control the scene with inside it. That is a very bloated butterfly. Now this one's cool. I like this one. Several of these are not bad. So I can easily turn these into a video. So that's not too bad. So let's make another generator. I'm going to close this one off. By the way, the Dragon Snow Globe Arcane Generator, I'm going to toss that into the Google Drive file. So if you want it, it'll be there later on. And let's see here. Where did Claude go? There's Claude. Oh, yeah. So the other thing that I did was I literally went to Etsy, did a search for Tumblr reps, and just started looking around to see what ones I actually liked. So we're going to grab this dinosaur one. And all I got to do is tell it straight up. I need a new HTML generator based around this photo. I need 30 options per drop down. I need the first option to be none, the rest in alphabetical order. I need dino types, location, weather. What else do we need? Let's see here. Camera controls, lighting controls. Let's see here. Shadow controls and lighting controls. And any other drop downs you think this amazing dinosaur generator needs. I need a photo prompt, a video script, a Suno Music prompt, and animation prompt. I want 10 presets. as well. I need a, do not forget the buttons. I need a generate button, a randomize button, a copy button that only copies the active tab, and a clear all button. Again, make a really amazing visual background based around this subject. And boom. But I was just scrolling this early this morning to see what I could find, and just on Etsy, just so I had a little bit of content for today's live. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Grumpy cartoon style dinosaur generator. Why? Because I am grumpy this morning myself. Tired of being fucking cold already. And we haven't even hit winter yet. Last night it dropped down to about 40 degrees, I think. Between 40 to 46. Either way, that's too damn cold. And yes, I have told my wife, and she keeps rolling her eyes, but I am dead serious. If I see one snowflake here, I will have us moved out in the middle of the outback. She best learn to speak kangaroo now. I will have us move so fast it'll make her head spin. I refuse to do snow anymore. Let's see how our movie's coming along. As you can see, it is doing 66 of, okay, it's on 67 of 84 frames. And I can literally just continue doing other things while this builds this rather long, impressive video. And it will be about 6 minutes probably, depending on how long the music is. Let's just click on this real quick. It doesn't tell me how long it is. It normally does. So that one is 2 minutes 54. Let's back up one. And this one here is 2:31, so it'll be about 5 minutes. It'll be between 5 to 6 minutes. I can literally push this entire thing if I wanted to. I can load a whole bunch of music and use a couple different videos and join the videos seamlessly together as well, and just let it sit there and loop. Or I can use one photo and just loop it. Oh, well, not photo, but well, either a photo or a video, and just loop it until the songs are done. This way, you can make long form videos for like YT, for TikTok. I mean, TikTok will let us do what, I think a 10-minute video, all total. And this way, you can actually build an entire channel of just, and you'll see these on YouTube all over the place. It's just like a music channel. Bella's done some really amazing stuff with her jazz stuff, and she has used the Seamless Production House, which, by the way, this program of mine is up on my store. It is, let's see here, if we go to here, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is now the 4th product from the top. This generator here, while I'm actually a little on the board side here. Let's make some more photos. Randomize all, generate, and copy. Let's see what this one comes up with. Boom. And we let that come up there. Okay, it is almost done. Mastering, applying watermark. That is the last step, is applying our watermark. And once it's done, I will just go in and open it up, and we will see how the music video looks like. And we'll come back to that in a second. Let's check out Claude and see how well it's done. We could not connect to Claude. Yes, you can. Try again. Don't be stupid. Unless Claude is having an issue. There we go. Claude must have had an issue. That's irritating when it does that. And you notice it only starts screwing up when I'm on my live. And let's check these out. That one's kind of cool, actually. That would make good. That would make a very good Tumblr, I would think. Especially for those that like butterflies. Now that one's neat. Kind of like the savannah at sunset. And this is, I literally used the butterfly generator and CArt using this setup right here. AIT. This generator is up on my store actually right now for $10. Link is in my bio. And I've made this is actually how I made the video. I used CArt to make these photos, and I literally used the butterfly generator. You literally have control over the scenes in the all four wing patterns: left, right, bottom, and bottom. And then let's see here. Aha! Oh nope, still applying. This does take a little bit. Ah, there we go. It is now done. Let us go and see our new dragon video. We're going to go to D, find my new seamless. Where is it at? I have way too many. Here it is. New seamless. And we want output. And here's our dragon video. As well as how long each photo stays up. Right now I have this set up as a 10-second photo and 5 seconds just for the font to stay up. The music was made using the Dragon generator and recently see it starts rotating again. Because everything is literally designed to continue to repeat itself until the music is over. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, there we go. How's that? Everything will actually repeat. It's literally set to loop so that it will match the length of the music. Yeah, Doesn't surprise me. So we are literally sitting at how long of a video here? Let's just pop that real quick. Stop. Thank you. 6 minute and 44 second long video. And this was literally done with Claude. And my program called the Seamless Production House. It's a fast way of setting things up. I can make music. I can do videos. I have a multitude of ways of... if we go to... Oh, here we go. I have transition control, which it gives you a auto, which will... the auto will determine what's best depending on what you actually are using. And of course, you're going to start working, aren't you, neighbors? You can make an hour-long video if you want to. If you've got the music for it, you can actually make an hour-long video. Belle actually used this program for her YouTube channel. It's all about jazz music and whatnot, and she literally made a 58-minute video. Yeah, hold on a second. I need to just pop my earpiece in so I can actually hear you. Because my neighbor's starting to bang and whatnot. Let's see here. Hold on 1 second. People. Go live with guests. Let me find you. There we go. Invite. Alright, invite set. Yeah, hour long if you want. There we go. And hello. Cold, but I'm good. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, we get snow here. Everyone always acts like it's a surprise, but yeah, we get snow. We're actually getting early snow up in the Blue Mountains. Oh no, I know, and we literally skipped autumn. It just suddenly went very cold last night. It hit like between 46 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's cold for me. Where I live, that's fucking cold. Yep. Yes. Yep, this is 100% product. It runs off your own computer. It runs off your CPU. There is no subscription. There's no subscriptions. It's a one and done payment of $277 USD. Yep, 277. No, nope. This is a pure standalone product. The Video Factory is designed specifically to do short videos. Yes. Yep. Yes. Yep. You can do an hour. You can do 2, 3, or 4 hour videos if you want. Yep. She literally used one of her. She used one of her own videos and looped the video along with the music, and it literally looped seamlessly. So you don't really see the transition between video to video to video to video. It just goes from one video to the next. Yeah. Yep. That's all. That's all it is. It's literally you can look. You can either do this as a single photo. If you wanted to add extra files, you can sit there and come through here and look for your files that you want. Or in this case, I literally just loaded the entire folder up. I loaded all. I literally downloaded all my dragon photos there. No, you're on your on your computer. You can literally load. You can literally make your own folders on your computer and put your pictures in that one specific folder. And then instead of have to sit there clicking on each individual picture, you can literally just click on your folder, and it will automatically download every single. It will literally drop every photo here into your clip. You can you can literally change the order. Okay. Yep. You can actually arrange your photos so that if you don't like the way that the photos are actually showing, you can rearrange the photos just by dragging and dropping. Just grab here and drop it down and drop it down wherever you want it, and it will literally rearrange your photos for you. The sound is literally. Yep, you drop the music. Yep. You drop the music into your from your computer. So if you use Suno, you can drop your Suno music in here. Or in my case, I use Google Flow Music. I drop my music in there. Now the reason why I don't do this by folder is because all of my music is in my download file, and I just have a shit ton of music that is just random music. So it's not organized. So if I were to literally do this, if I go here, it'll probably have a freaking conniption fit. We select folder. 17 tracks. Yep. Yep. Until the end of the music, all you have to do is you're going to come over to here, and we clip. Let's see, where's right here where it says loop clips to all music. It will you just click that one button, and it will literally keep looping it. As a matter of fact, I have 17 songs. Let's just, out of sheer interest, this will take a while, so we're going to let that run. I literally just uploaded 17 random freaking songs. Yep. It is. And now, to answer D... Yep. Now, hold on one second. Hold on one second. I want to answer DB's question. It kind of makes videos. It kind of makes videos, and it kind of doesn't. What this actually does is this will take any video that you have or any photos. It will turn your photos into a photo show or a slideshow, or if you have videos, it will generate your videos seamlessly together. It will literally stitch them together. That is the output that you get. So this does not actually make. It's basically a clipper of sorts. It doesn't really clip. It is the clip. but it does not. It doesn't really actually edit your videos. You're just going to upload your videos, and it will join each video, one right after the other. Now, you can get Claude to make videos, by the way. I'm still playing with that. Well, one, I tell people to stay way the fuck away from GenSpark now. I used to push people towards GenSpark, but they're yeah. The reason why I tell people to stay away is they are doing false advertisement. They say everything that they're giving you is unlimited, and it is not unlimited. They literally will lock you down like what Claude does. You can do a certain amount of generations every 5 hours. There is no way of tracking where you are at in that 5 hours. It just suddenly hits you and says, sorry, you cannot use this. You got to wait for 5 hours. That is false advertisement. If it is unlimited, that means there is no actual time limit that you can use this, no generation limit. Yep. It's false advertisement is what it is. Whereas Claude is upfront. They literally say, hey, you aren't going to use this unlimited. You have a 5 hour limit. You can track it very easily. You can... Exactly. Especially when you're paying the price that you're paying. This is why I say stay away from GenSpark. Now, the reason why I don't use ChatGPT is because once they brought ChatGPT 5 out, it just got fucking stupid. And I had to hold its hand too much. Yeah, I had to hold its hand too much. Gemini I use Gemini for brainstorming only. It is really, really good for brainstorming. But generating like the butterfly HTML, no, it's way too light and it produces ugly looking shit. To be perfectly honest, and Claude is just for me now. Again, if you DB would be the guy to ask about this one because I know he uses Gemini Pro. I do not use Gemini Pro, so I don't know how well that actually works. I just use the free version of Gemini. I have not used Manus either, so I do have blind spots. So you need to kind of you need to kind of try those out for yourself to find out what you like. Jew here, I don't know if she's. No, because I'm happy with Claude. To be perfectly honest. And with Claude Code, to literally make this program here, the seamless program, I use Claude Code. I simply told it, okay, I went to Gemini first and said, I have a need for a seamless production to be able to take photos as well as videos and join them seamlessly because you can't really do it with CapCut that well, and you can't do it that well with Canva. There are limits to that because you're gonna, you see where if you're gonna put videos together, you literally see that where it fades in. You see your cross sections. The seamless one, you don't see that. You don't see that black line there. There's no jump to it. And so I went to Gemini and said, okay, this is the crazy ass idea that I have in my head. Can it be done? And then I spent like an hour and a half to 2 just brainstorming with Gemini to come up with this idea to where I could then say, okay, write me a technical prompt that I can go to Claude Code and just paste this into Claude Code. And I now also tell it, yep, and now I also tell it to make sure that it includes at least 20 potential bugs. That way Claude can squish these bugs before I actually build the entire program. Because these bugs are what Claude will hit. Claude has a high chance of hitting those bugs without realizing it, so I am bringing those bugs to Claude's attention and saying, this is what you have to program around. You have to squish these bugs before they become a problem. No, nope. Even with me giving this amazing technical prompt with the bugs in it, the first time that I run one of my products, my programs, I'm guaranteeing you it will fail. I'm going to say about 8 out of 10 times it's going to fail because there's going to be some kind of bug that Claude missed or wasn't aware of. So then I grab a screenshot of what's going on and I go to Claude and say, okay, we have this error. We need to fix this. Now, I've been doing this enough that I know some of the bugs that I've hit previously. So I can go to Claude and say, okay, we actually hit this problem before. This was the solution. And I can type out the solution. And then Claude's like, oh shit, you're right. Let me fix that. Yes, no. No, because of the fact that Claude Code, what I do is, now if I kept it in the same chat, more than likely it could. But the problem here is, every program that I make, I start with a clean chat. Because of the fact that if I were to continue on, I say like I've got my Seamless product done right now. If I decided to switch gears and say that I want to make a program that will take a JPEG and turn it into a PNG, take that PNG, turn it into an SVG, take the SVG and turn it back into a PNG, and I start talking to Claude about this and I put it in the same chat, it's going to confuse the ever-living shit out of it. Because it's going to try to pull aspects from the Seamless and put it into this new program. So it is better to start a brand new chat that is clean and run it that way so that there's less chance of Claude hallucinating. What comes with this is the program itself. Any updates that I do are free for life of the product. If I add features or something like that, I just simply send everyone an email, or I will put it up on TikTok and say, or YT and say, hey, I've made some improvements to this program. If there's an error that you're hitting, you just send me a message, and I just basically tell you, grab me a screenshot. I will go back to Claude and say, okay, one of my users is hitting this. Why are they hitting that? And I let Claude fix it. Because they both served separate purposes. That's why. The Video Factory itself is only designed to make, the longest video that I've been able to make with the Video Factory is 1 minute 40 seconds. The Video Factory is literally designed to create short videos based off of your photos. It doesn't do videos, it's designed for photos. This way you can grab people's attention if you are, let's say that these butterfly photos, as an example. I turn these all into tumblers or mugs. I can grab my models, put it into the Video Factory, have a little bit of text put over top of them, and use it as a showstopper to grab people's attention. Because let's face it, most of our target market is nothing but a bunch of AHDD squirrels hooked on energy drinks and have locked themselves into a peanut factory. Their attention span is probably a little less than that. So getting someone to sit still for a 10-minute video is damn near impossible. But 1 minute 20 to 35, from 35 seconds to 1 minute 20, it will grab their attention, and then they're going to say, oh shit, I like that. Let's go see what they have. Because there'll be a saying that on the bottom that says link in bio. And they're going to go to your link, and they're going to, hopefully purchase something from you. So these both serve separate purposes. Yep. And no, there is no... I have not hit a limit yet. Nope. Not on the Seamless one. All you have to do is continue putting your music in there. And you can loop it for however long that you want. No, the butterfly one I actually already did that one. We have a prehistoric forge. That was last night. That was last night's, and I will actually post that today into the file. I'm a little behind. I'm a little bit behind on that one. Let's just do this. We'll do the dinosaur one, and as I said, the butterfly one. As I said, this one here is up on my store. It's $10. So if you want to buy that one, it's there. Yeah. Let's go. Let's see. We have Jurassic Apex. Let's try that. Let's generate that. And we're going to copy the tab. Do not ask me why. Of course. Always. I will ask anyone why it's put this silly little thing here. I have no idea. I don't know. See, once in a while, Claude will get stupid, and I can actually just go back and say, hey, what the hell? Get rid of that picture if I wanted to. Yeah. Claude will add some weird shit once in a while. I will freely admit to that. But basically what I have done is I have literally just went to Etsy, borrowed a few photos, and I can turn them into generators. Very easily. You just load up your photo, and literally the prompt that I started with. Let me make sure you guys can see the prompt. Let me zoom this in just a little bit. That's too far. There we go. No, this is just for the dinosaur. There we go. The dinosaur one, I'm just literally. I'll show you the stupid dinosaur thing that Etsy put, not Etsy, but Claude put in there. Right there. It just did that for some stupid reason. I can literally go in and say, hey, get rid of this live scene preview. It just did something stupid for some reason. I don't know why. Well, yeah, it hallucinated just a little bit, but more than likely it is because I got a little loose with my prompting. And basically what I did, what I said was, I need a new HTML generator based around this photo, which was the dinosaur photo. I need 30 options per dropdown. I need the first option to be none, the rest in alphabetical order. I need dino types, location, weather, camera controls, shadow, and lighting, which is my normal, and any other drop-downs. See, this is what gave it the free reign, was any other drop-downs you think this amazing dinosaur generator needs. So it thought that, hey, it needs that preview. Now, I could change this and make this a little bit more interesting with this live preview. If I wanted to, I could hook into, say, Nana Banana. And I could let it actually generate the photo, and the photo would pop up here using my API for Nana Banana. And each generation would cost me about 25 cents. Claude is my go-to. Claude is literally... I have 3 accounts. Let's put it this way. No, just Claude. I have 3 Claude accounts. Because of the fact the vibe coding that I'm doing, I am put one account I'm actually locked out of until Sunday because I've hit my weekly limit. My other one, this one here, where is my limit at? Let's go to here. We go to settings. Let me just show you guys how to do this. What you do is you click on your little name, your little tag name there. You go to settings, and then you're going to go to usage. And as you can see, I have my 5-hour usage, which my phone wants to go all blurry again. It will reset in 3 hours and 9 minutes, and I'm at 60% usage already, just from using it this morning. And all models, I am at 48%, and this resets in 19 hours and 29 minutes. So this one is my safe one to currently use. I can switch back to my DMathis one. That one is, I do believe, almost completely cleared. But my main account, yes, they're all paid accounts. They're all paid accounts. So basically, I'm dropping about $60 on Claude right now. Yeah. Well, because of the fact that I am using Claude Code as... Yeah, I'm using it for a shit ton of vibe coding. So that's why I have 3... Because I got tired of hitting this freaking limit. So it's like, that I need a new account. Yeah, here we go. Have another $20. So we... thank you. Okay, cool. And to do the butterflies, I'm literally using CArt. CArt is my go-to. Yep. It can be. So you have to be a little you got to be a little careful with your prompting, especially if you're on live. Oh yeah, that's not going to cause any issues. But I have had some models that I actually have a HTML generator that makes mock-ups for T-shirts and whatnot, and a couple of them got a little spicy for some stupid reason. I don't know why, but if I had showed it on TikTok would have banned my ass in a heartbeat before I could cover it up. I look at more as I look at TikTok more. Yep. Yep. I look at TikTok. I look at TikTok more as a. Well, part of that is fair, and let me just address that real quick. Most platforms, and I don't blame them for doing this, they don't want you to take their viewers off the platform. That's a fair... It is. I've been... Yep. Yep. And I've been suspended a couple of times. It literally hit me like twice for talking about a restricted thing, and I wasn't talking about it, but it still nailed me. I appealed it, and it took a little bit of time, but yep. Exactly. You're most welcome. So here's our Apex. This is what from the dinosaur generator using CArt, and these aren't bad. These are yeah. And as I said, I liberated the photo from the Big E store. I cannot show you the process, unfortunately, because that will definitely get my ass tagged. But what I do is I search for Tumblr designs. And I start going through the list and seeing what I like. I don't worry about what's selling, what's not selling. I just look for what I like. And then I'm going to turn it into a generator. Yeah. No, I don't, because it's just not my style, to be perfectly honest. I haven't... Yeah, no. I haven't had that much luck with it. And I don't even have a platform. I'm not even on that platform because, to be perfectly honest, I do not think it suits me. It doesn't suit my target audience. So... This is where your own brand Bible comes in. This will tell you where if you're not sure, what you do is you make your brand Bible, take it to Gemini, take it to Claude, take it to DeepSeek, take it wherever you want, and say, okay, what are the best social media, the top. I literally start off with what are the top 5 social media platforms I should be on with this brand, and I load my brand Bible up, and I honestly suggest you hit at least 3 AIs. You want to go to ChatGPT. You want to go to Gemini. Go to Claude, and I go to DeepSeek. And what you're looking for is the overlap. So because all four of those are going to give you different platforms to go to, but if say three of the platforms mention TikTok, then guess what? You need to be on TikTok. And if say ChatGPT mentions IG, but yet Gemini doesn't mention it, and DeepSeek doesn't mention it, and Claude doesn't mention it, that tells me that I really should not be wasting my time on IG. So you're literally looking for the overlaps, and this way you're going to have a better idea of where your target market actually is. So you're not wasting your time on a platform. Because if, as an example, the Big P, making pins and whatnot, I could do that, but it would be wasting my time, my energy, and my usage of Claude or wherever I'm using it, because my target market's not there. I'm just screaming into the void. So, yep. Well, I make the tools. I don't make the images exactly. Let me tell you this way. My philosophy is going back to the gold rush. Any gold rush. Do you know who actually makes the most money in a gold rush? It's not the miners. Exactly. Yep. It's the people that sell the tools. Yep. Those are the ones that make the money. So I am making the tools to let everybody else do their own thing. And as you can see, the seamless video is taking its sweet ass time, because it's literally 672 frames that it has to go through. So this is probably going to take a good estimated 22 minutes. And it's at 62%. Oh, no, it's at 52. Yep. It's literally going to run them in. It will literally run them. Yep. Yep. And in 17 minutes, I have no idea how long this is going to be, but it's literally a bunch of random freaking songs. 17 songs that I still have on there. Exactly. We'll let it cook. It ain't hurting anything. It's running on my own CPU. It's not slowing me down or anything, so I can just literally ignore it. And I can continue doing more generators that I want, or I can get up, make myself breakfast, whatever I want. Come back in 22 minutes and see how long the video this is. But, of course, always. You're most welcome. You're welcome, and you have a good night. So, we literally have, let's see, next time, try this in Codework. I have not actually played with Codework. I'm not going to play with the Codework. I got better things to do. I do need to start playing with Codeworker to see what it actually does, other than goes through your computer. It can go through your computer, organize shit a little bit better. I hate using that word. It makes me break out in hives. I prefer chaos. Thank you very much. But it is very easy to make any kind of generator. We now have a dinosaur. Let's see here. What's this? Rex Rising. Let's do the ocean one. We're going to generate that. Copy the tab. Come back to CArt. Pop that in just to see what it looks like. But I can literally make another HTML generator without using the photos. What I'm just going to do is I'm going to say, I need a new HTML generator. This one is going to have the same buttons. Now, see, I can get away with this because I'm using the same chat that I built the dinosaur generator. So that I don't have to type out everything, because Claude is going to actually remember what it just did. So I'm going to just say I need a new HTML generator. This one's going to have the same buttons and option. Let's see here, photo prompts and all that. But the subject is going to be grumpy dinosaurs. Dinos. I want the same kind of drop downs as before, but I want an extra drop down for art styles from cartoon to illustrations. And we'll see how lazy of a prompt I can actually get away with. And we're going to let it run. Let's see here. Good. I've the full structure. Now let me build the Grumpy Dinos generator with a totally different visual identity. Bright, punchy, comic, cartoon energy, colored yellow, crayon yellow, and hot coral, hand-drawn feel. Say that one again, DJ. Even my No. The how, what, ate you building. That, even for my redneck English reading, is not that good. But what am I building right now? That's what you're asking right now. I'm building HTML generators. And these generators, like here, the butterfly generator, will literally let you make any kind of, within the subject line, the subject matter, which is wings of landscapes. Yeah, okay, there we go. And good afternoon and good evening. I am making HTML generators. This one here, this particular generator that is up on my screen right now, is up for sale on my store. I use my base 64 injector so that I can literally have my logo put in here, and I can put the background photos and whatnot. If you click on the logo, it was going to take you straight to my website, which is the rabbit hole. But this will literally generate any butterfly images with, let me go to copy here. If I come up to here, these kind of images using CArt. My go-to is CArt, but I can take these prompts anywhere. I can go to Midjourney. I can go to Night Cafe, Leonardo, wherever you want to go, you can take these and you can play with them there. And why did that not generate? Generated could not be completed. Your credits have been refunded. What the hell? Let's try that again. CArt at its best, folks. Copy the tab. Let's try that again. Regenerate. Thank you very much. AI is just screwing up. And Claude, as you can see right now, is actually building us the generator. I got a little loose with my prompting. I will freely admit to this, so that it comes out looking like utter shit. That's my fault. That's not Claude's fault. Anytime any AI does not give you what you want, I'm going to say, 6 out of 10 times, it's your fault. There is, 4 out of 10 times, it's going to be the AI's fault. But most of the time, it is our fault that it screwed up, because we did not give it enough information. The other 4 times, it's just being stupid. And if it starts hallucinating on you, one, if the AI starts hallucinating on you, don't fight it. Only thing you can do is scroll back up, save what you can from the previous conversations that you've had with it, and start a brand new chat. You're never going to get it to go back to normal again. Once it goes off the rails hallucinating, it's screwed. You cannot fight it to bring it back. So don't waste your time trying to fight it. But I'm going to honestly say probably about 5 out of 10 times when the AI starts hallucinating, it is because we have put too many holes in our prompting. There are way too. It has to sit there and guess what we actually meant. Like this one here, if I were to just literally just pop this into a brand new chat, I need an HTML generator. This one's going to have the same buttons and photo prompts and all that. It's not going to know what the hell I'm talking about. It's going to do its best to try to make this weird generator, but it's way, way, way too many holes, and I'm going to get something that I did not want at all, because there are way too many holes in this one prompt. So the more information that we can give AI, the better output we're going to get. As the saying goes, garbage in, garbage out. We need to go beyond prompt engineering, folks. We need to start doing more content engineering. It's all good and well to say, I need an HTML generator, the subject's going to be butterflies, and go. Or doing a one-line prompt. If you truly want actual impressive things from coding to HTML generators, you need to improve your content that you are giving it. Now, I'm not talking about writing an entire fucking novel. Mind you, it would help. But I'm talking writing at least a paragraph per prompt. And this way you're going to get better results. Now this one here, presets, quick presets, okay, it's screwed up. None of this actually works. So I'm going to press F12. If you press F12, it's going to bring this up. This is the console thing, and we're going to have, here we go. There's some unexpected tokens. So we're going to print screen that, and we're just going to come back to Claude and say, hey, numbnuts. Hey, what the hell? You done screwed up. Fix it. Boom. And there we go. It will now fix the issue that I found. I can see the error. Of course you can see the error. That's why I took a screenshot. So see, even Claude can have a bad day. And let's see here. We're at 409 of 672 frames. Estimated time, still 19 minutes. So, again, if it's not giving you, yeah, my bad, one stupid typo. There we go. Let's download that again. But this proves to you that Claude and the AI is not a perfect tool. It's going to make screw-ups. The only thing is to go back and correct it. All right, so we have a Monday morning dinosaur. There we go. Let's generate this. We're going to copy that, copy the tag. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to come up to, let's see here. We're getting rid of the dragon one for right now. We're going to go to Gemini. I'm just going to type in, show me this as a photo. Boom. Now, this is going to use Nana Banana 2. I can do 20 of these per day for free. Ah, here's the Leviathan. That's actually kind of cool. That one has no head, or it's really turned itself away from the camera. It's camera shy. Not too bad. But let us see what this is going to do. Now I'm going to leave the here's the Ethereal Gothic Laurel that I'm using for CArt, and I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to use the same prompt that I just got without the Gothic influence. So we will let it do its thing. And if we come to Nana Banana, this is what Nana Banana gave me off that one prompt. I can draw on this and whatnot. Why you would want to do that, I don't know. But that's actually kind of cute. I like that passport. But Nana Banana is great if you have text in photos. It does amazing work. CArt, unfortunately, does not. It really sucks for that. And you can actually access Nana Banana but it does cost you your tokens unless you want to jump up your. Right now, I'm only paying $10. If I pay the $20 fee, the $30 fee, then I can use. Supposedly, I can use Nana Banana for free. Ain't gonna do that. I don't make enough photos to really justify going in and paying $30 for it. Here we go. All right, this is with the Gothic feel of it. Yep, he literally is holding his own passport. This actually reminds me of the dinosaur Disney show. Used to love that. Not the mama. Yes, I'm old. Bite me. He has his passport ready. So that's with the and this is without the Gothic show on it. So kind of cute. But as you saw, Nana Banana kind of nailed that a little bit better. I could probably find a different model to use, which would change it. I'm not going to show you the models because TikTok will ban my ass. Because again, CArt does spicy things, and a good chunk of the models are designed for spicy stuff. So I ain't going to show that to you. I even think YT would probably bounce my ass if I showed you. So we literally have that one right there. If we go back to the Grumpy Dinosaur, let's just go Chibi Grouch. Generate that again just to be on the safe side. Copy that. And we're going to go back up one. And I'm going to say, again, show me this as a photo, please. And I don't need that. I need CArt. Thank you. Boom. We'll run it without the Gothic thing. And we'll see what that actually comes up with. But as you can see, it is very easy to build generators. I even have a $10 course on my store. You can go through it, link in bio and all that good jazz. That's going to walk you through on how to build your first HTML generator if you haven't built one already. You don't have to have a photo. You could be sitting there looking through Pin or IG or Etsy or wherever the hell you want to look, and you see an idea, a photo is like, oh, hey, that might make a cool generator. Come to Claude and say, okay, I need an HTML generator. You're going to give it the subject matter first. You're going to tell it how many options per dropdown that you want. I always tell it that the first option needs to be none, and the rest are in alphabetical order. The reasoning behind the none is that this way, if I don't, as an example, say that I don't want to use the body shape. I click none, it's going to ignore this particular body shape. It's going to leave it alone. It's not actually going to put anything in there. This way, if say that you're doing a mock-up generator for clothing, and your subject matter is women, so that you would have tops, bottoms, shoes, accessories, and dresses. If I did not have the option for none, it's going to literally force me to fill all 5 of those. And you're going to get some really weird pictures of a woman that is wearing a top, a bottom, a top, basically a blouse, a pair of jeans, sneakers, and over top of all that, she's going to be wearing a dress of some kind. It's just going to look funky as hell. So always put your very first option, literally the very first thing I say is none. Now the other thing that I also tell it to do is I want lighting controls, because you can actually play with with one photo. The other thing I forgot to tell it to do is put locks on these, so that you can actually lock your selection in. Easy enough to go back through and fix that. But if I like say that I like this generator I like this photo here that Nana Banana gave me. I can literally lock every single option down so that I get this, something similar to this image. It's going to give you very close to consistency on this one. But I can change the shadow of it. I can change the camera angle. I can change the lighting. And it's going to give me a completely different looking photo. As a matter of fact, seeing how we already have that, let's just go, let's see here. Let's go the Candle Glow Still Grumpy. Let me just show you. And we are going to change the depth, cartoon, flat circle below. What else do we want to change? Camera angle. Here we go. Let's go close up, full grumpy face. And we'll change the pure grumpy level on that. We'll generate this. We're going to copy this again. Where is my copy button? Big ass button that even blind me can't miss. Okay. Show this to me as a photo. And we should actually have something close to this, but it's going to change the camera angle for us. It's going to change the shadow and the lighting as well. So we'll let we'll let Gemini do its thing. Let's check and see how this is going along. Okay, that's going along nicely. Except that, uh-oh. It better not be locking up on me. There we go. All right. Voila. See? Same dinosaur. Except it changed the it literally put in a candle in there for the lighting. Stop that. And then it even zoomed in on the face a little bit. It changed the entire photo by simply changing 3 prompts, aspects of it. The camera angle, the lighting, and the shadow. So we literally have the same dinosaur here, just different poses. All right, cool. They're grumpy. That's the whole point. And this one's holding bills. Yeah. This is why. This is why I bite the mailman. He keeps bringing me bills. I keep telling him if he doesn't want me to bite him, he just has to stop bringing me bills. And the bastard still won't listen to me. So every time I see him, I will chase him down and I will bite him. Or I'll push him off his little bike, and I will laugh like a lunatic and walk back to my house. As I said, I bite 2 people and 2 people only: my wife, because she married me, and the mailman, because that bastard keeps bringing me bills. So, yeah, exactly, he deserves to be bitten. So, as you can see, it is very, very easy to make generators. You can pick wherever you want to go. Okay, and here's, this is what we got from CArt. And if I pop this here, we should get something relatively similar, except for a slight different change. This is why I normally tell it to actually put in locks, and I just last couple of times that I made generators, I've forgotten to tell it to put locks in. But I can literally go back to the same conversation and just say, hey, I need you to put locks in so that everything can be locked down. So here we go. As you can see, same dinosaur, just different camera angles on it. Different lighting, different shadow. All by simply changing. To be perfectly honest, if I were to just change the camera angle alone on a model, you're going to get something completely different looking. Everything's going to say consistent, but the camera angle, as you change it, it's going to look different. So I have 3 main requirements for my generators when it comes to drop downs: camera angle, lighting, and shadow. The rest of them, the rest of the drop downs, they change per subject. The other thing that I always hard code in, if I'm making a generator that uses male models and female models, I have a hard coded lock in it, which is male models only get male options, women models only get women options. This way, you do not get a bearded Santa Claus with tits bigger than anyone else has. No one needs to see that. I'm still mentally scarred from that. So, from one of my own creations. So I learned to put those. I literally learned to put those locks in. And sometimes that's the best way to learn. Is you're like, oh my god, what the hell did I create? Run away. Let's not do that again. Now, if you're doing something for drag queens, and you want a bearded drag queen, well, don't put that lock in there. So this is very easy to build these things. Now, what you can do, you can literally go ahead, like with this prehistoric thing here. I can grab the HTML. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you how to do this. Let's start a new chat. And I'm going to actually load up. We're going to add that file. Let me find my butterfly one. Butterfly prompt generator. Here we go. That was the one that I originally started with, and I will show that to you here, so that you can see what it actually looks like before I did the injector part. Here we go. I'm going to pop that up. This is what the Wings of the Landscape looked like when I started. It's not bad, but there is something missing from this, and that is locks. So all I have to do is come in here and say, okay, I need you to make one change to this HTML generator, and that is to put locks on every drop down so that I can lock the option in place, then press the randomize button, and everything but what I have locked down will change. And boom. Claude is going to do that for me. And here we go. Let's see here. Want to be notified? No, do not notify me. So it's got to read, I now have the full picture of the file. I'll add lock buttons next to every drop down. Click the lock icon, toggles a lock state, and the randomize function will skip locked sections. So now we just have to wait for it to finish building its thing. You can even, now I'm going to tell you this now, you can actually take any generator that you have, and you can literally take your old generators, load them up to Claude, and make them better. You can say, hey, using this format, I want to change the background. I want to change the vibe of this. And it's going to let it do, it will do its thing. So we go to copy, go to download, and we'll just pop that open. And as you can see, we now have locks in place. So if we go to randomize all, generate, I can now, let's just lock these two in here, Autumn and that. So we literally have Autumn and Suburban Crystal Caverns. We randomize this again. As you can see, these ones stayed. Let me make sure you can actually see. These stayed the same, and everything else around it changed. So if you get a picture that you really like, you can come back to your generator, lock all the options that you like, and then just start playing with other options, twisting and turning, until you get something that you think is really, truly amazing. So this one, now what I can do is if I go to my base 64, what I can do is I am actually going to just upload this new, nope, stop that, thank you. I will go to here, open that up. I'm going to literally save everything as is. And all I have to do is, I actually have to change these up. Let's see here. We have the photos there, full image, right side, left, okay. Only thing I have to do is change this to the calligraphy. See, I have full control over all the fonts. So I can change the fonts to whatever I want. Click the button. And we are going to name it this one here, the generator button. Click yes, replace that. Click yes, open the file up again. Pop that open. And boom. As you can see, the only thing that I changed was the locks. So now this entire thing can actually lock in place. And then if I clear all, once I find the clear all button, there it is. it clears the it didn't clear the locks out, but that's okay. I can unclick the locks, randomize, generate, and then I can go through and I can, just randomly lock things in place wherever I want. Randomize it again, and boom. As you can see, everything around it changes, but what I've locked down. So this is how you're going to you can make multiple photos that are going to look similar or slightly similar just by adding a couple of minor changes. And that one I actually like, so let's see here. What did I do? See here. So that is Butterfly Generator HTML. So all I'm going to do is go back to my store here. Go to here. This is Beacons, by the way. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to come up here, delete that HTML file, and I'm going to upload the new version. And we just got to go to Output. Wrong output, right output. There we go. Open that. It'll generate it, and it will actually include that. So now that everyone that buys this will have one that actually will lock in place. And it does take a little bit of time to be able to do that. But my store is in the link in bio. It will actually take you to the rabbit hole as well. Very great community. I'm there most days. Jax is there most days. We got a lot of people in there. We share content. I teach there. I'm actually live there right now, so it's easier to see the screen and all that good jazz. All right, cool. It's loaded up. Now all I got to do is just go next. Just make sure that it. There we go. It's in the digital products. That's what I always do. I just make sure that it's done. So boom. Now anyone that buys this Wings of Landscape literally has locks in it. And it's fully branded. As you can see, it literally says Realm Render. I can make it so that this color throbs a little bit more or bounces to grab people's attention. And that's using the HTML injector to put photos in it. So it went from here from this, which is okay, $10, $20, generator, to this, which is a lot more visually appealing. So I could literally actually charge between $20 to $40, simply because of the background changes and the wings and all that good jazz. Plus, it's branded. Now, if I wanted to, I could remove the branding and sell this as what is called a white label, which just means that there is no branding on it. You can take this, go into the HTML injector, put your own link in bio, your own logo there. You can change the photos however you want and sell it as is. You now make it your own. So if I were to do that, I would literally sell this right here for $60, $70 as white label. And say, once you sell it, once you buy it from me, make any and all changes that you want and sell it, sell the HTML generator for whatever price you want. So if you were to white label this yourself, and you said, yeah, this is the butterfly one. Yeah. Well, this is the one that you're getting for $10. This one right here. Yeah, because it's fully branded. It looks pretty and whatnot. Again, nothing wrong with this one. I just prefer what I did, what I set up, look wise. But the one that's on my store is this one right here. But again, I can literally, with the HTML injector, which is actually in my store as well, it takes these images and the fonts and turns it into a base 64, automatically injects it into your HTML. You don't have to use any AI to do this. And it's very fast, as you saw. Now, base 64 comes with a warning. You would not put this up on your website. Say that you start as an example, say that you have a school community. You can put your generators up in school as a class or things of that nature. You would not do the base 64 the way this is set up. because what happens is this basically doubles the file size of everything here, from my logo to these two pictures to even the fonts. If I were to load this up on, say, school, it is going to be slower than shit. People are going to think they went back into dial-up because of how big of a file this is. But selling it as an HTML generator that works off of anyone's computer that they can download, that's fine. There's no issue with that. But if you're going to actually host this on a website, what you're going to do, just as an example with the Base64 injector, instead of turning this into a Base64, you're going to host each image wherever you're hosting, whatever website you're hosting it at. You're going to go into where their social media, where their media files are, and you're going to grab the URL, and you will put the URL right here. Same with this one here. This way, when it's on your website, it's lightning fast. The only thing that I would suggest using for Base64 is the font. By turning your font into a Base64 setup, it doesn't matter if the person has the font or not. It is now hard coded into the generator. So even Safari will pick it up, and people can actually see the text as is. Whereas, just as an example, if I gave this to somebody and they didn't have this particular font, like the calligraphy, if it wasn't hard coded into it, basically every single place that you open it up on, from Safari to Edge to Chrome, if you do not have that on your system, you're not going to see it. It's going to default back to something else. Whatever default it is, it's going to default back to. It's going to literally go back to the default font choice. But by hard coding it into your HTML generators, it doesn't matter if someone has the font or not. They are going to see it. This is what they're going to actually see. So if you're selling them as standalones, like like this one here, this is a standalone. This is a standalone HTML generator. Turning everything into a Base64, perfectly fine. You don't have to worry about it slowing people down. But if you are on your own website, then yeah, you're going to actually want to use the whole. Cool, it's almost done. 4 minutes to go. You're literally going to want to host the photo somewhere, put the URL here, and this way it will be lightning fast because it'll allow lazy loading, and it'll actually cache the photos. The only thing is they need to be able to be online to use this. With the HTML generators that I have right now that are standalone, doesn't require a internet connection. Mind you, you still need an internet connection to be able to make the photos, but prompt-wise, you don't need it. Yeah? Let me just jump. How's that? That's just the font that I chose. I can change the font easily. Oh, that's just one of the fonts that I like. But let me show you. If I go with my injector here, let's just change the font to. Let's just go to Fifth Avenue, because Fifth Avenue is not too bad. Go to here. Keep everything as is. Generate that again. Click Save. And click Yes. Let's go ahead and open this up. And we do that here. We're going to open that up. And boom. Different font. And see how fast and easy that was? So I can literally put in whatever font that I want, whatever font I want. I can literally inject the font. Oh yeah. So I can, yeah. But as you saw with the HTML injector program of mine, it's fast, it's easy. I can actually load. You can go into like the font, look for fonts there that are free, find ones that you like, and then all you're going to do is you're literally going to download it as a preferably a Wolf 2 format, because those tend to be the smallest ones out there. I can come into here where it says Font Workshop, and what it's going to do is it's going to take any kind of font from TTF, OFT, Wolf 2, whatever you want, and it's going to literally change it to a Wolf 2, and then it's going to base 64 it. It's going to turn it into a string, a base 64 string. And basically, what base 64 is it takes any product that you have, and it will turn it into this massive, and I mean massive, long string of almost binary commands. And this way, the computer is going to understand fully what that picture actually is. But it is a massive file, to the point where I've tried to open a couple of them in just to the notepad, and it's locked the notepad down. It's like, well, shit. Okay, that's a little on the long side. But if I come to here, just, if I go to here, and let's go to, where's my font at? Let's go to, where is, yep, I know it's around here somewhere. Let's go to PC. Go back to my D drive. Find my font folder. Font folder, fonts. I can literally come to any of these that I have, and to be perfectly honest, I don't remember half of these because I downloaded these quite a long time ago. And let's see here. Extra ornamental. Actually, let's do the Grumpy Queen just to see what that one looks like. We click open, convert, and boom, it is done converting. So if we go to the HTML injector, go back to click refresh library, and all I have to do is come here, and we're going to find the Grumpy Queen. Let's see here. Where is the Grumpy Queen? There it is, Grumpy Queen. And we're just going to change all this, and we will see what the Grumpy Queen looks like. It could be utter horseshit. You never know. I'm going to save that. Click overwrite that. And click no, because all I got to do is just go Control-Shift-R. Control-Shift-R. And this is what the Grumpy Queen looks like. And it makes it very, 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 very small. So that's a lousy font to use. But you see how fast that is with the injector? No, this is not. This has nothing to do with TikTok. This is an HTML generator that I made using my HTML asset injector, which is up on the store. It's like $20 if I remember correctly. It will allow me to control all fonts that I have. I can upload every single font that I want. If I go like dragging here, let's just do the dragon one. Dragon coming. Where's the dragon coming? Build the site. Click save, overwrite it. Click no, and do a quick hard refresh. And boom. As you can see, it's changed the font. Very quick like. Made it smaller than shit, but I can literally control all of that. All just with the HTML injector. And I just thought of a new aspect that I may have to put into the HTML, and that's to allow you to control the actual font, the size-wise. But it's so very easy to change any and all fonts. I can literally download as many fonts as I want. Fonts, there we go. Let's do, where is the extra ornamental one? Do that. It's going to take that from a TTF to a wolf. And then it's going to base 64 it again. We come here, we refresh my library. And we find the extra ornamental. Where? There we go. And this will probably be ugly as hell as well. You never know. As I said, I downloaded these a long time ago. I don't even remember what they look like. Click save. Click yes to overwrite. And no, I do not need to open that up again. Just Control-Shift-R to replace it. And there we go. That is what that font looks like. The extra ornamental font. Oops, let me just zoom back out a little bit. There we go. So if I wanted to, I could just change the title of these and leave everything else as is. Because this is a little hard to read on the Nun and whatnot. So what I can do, check that out. Okay, we still have a minute to go on that. Let's keep this one here, but let's change these to Fifth Avenue, because Fifth Avenue is not too bad. Generate. Click save. Click yes. And Control-Shift-R. And it screwed that up. Why did you do that? Oh, that's why. Save, click yes. Oh, click no. I jumped the gun on that one. That's why. There we go. And as you can see, it's literally changed the font back to Fifth Avenue. So I have a pretty little title one. And I can literally keep the same thing here. Or I could change this, I can wipe out the rest. I can literally wipe these out here. Rerun it how I want it. Click save. Click yes. Click no, do not open that. Control-Shift-R. And it goes back to the default of the Google Drive. Whatever font was originally in there. So all I've done was just change the look of the title and left everything else to where it's where you can actually read it. But the HTML asset injector is fast. It runs off your own system. There's literally no AI involved in this one at all. And then, are we almost done yet? Nope. Still working on. Okay, it's applying the watermark. That's the last step. So we'll let it do its thing, and then I will show you how long of a video this is, because I have no idea. It's literally got 17 songs in it, so it's going to loop everything. We're not going to listen to it. I'm just going to see how long of a video that actually is. And we will see. So if you had, as an example, say that you have one orchestra piece. You could, and you want to make a soothing jazz channel on YT. You could literally just sit there and copy that single file multiple times, put one video onto it, and just let it loop. And there are a lot of channels that do lo-fi ambient channels, and they do pretty decent. Which means that later on, once you get more than a few subscribers, I think it's like 10,000 subscribers or something like that, you can monetize off that channel. They'll run ads, and you'll get a small percentage of the ads that are shown. And this way, you can actually do long-form videos. And there are a few channels that I actually listen to. Bella has one on YT, and it's like soft jazz or something like that, which normally soft jazz isn't my jam. But the other night, while I was vibe coding, it kind of helped me stop me from chucking my laptop through the window. So the whole idea behind the seamless production house is to make as long of a video as you want. You can put text into it. You don't have to put text into it. You don't have to have an API to do this. You can put an intro and outro title cards for as you want. But I have it hooked up so that Claude will do the entire storyline based off of your brand Bible for you. So you're not struggling, and you can use these as a great way of grabbing attention for selling things or just building your social media channels up. Now, this long one, once this is done, The only place that I would honestly be able to put it on is probably YT, because that is literally set up for long form. I don't know of any other platform that will let us put up an hour or two worth of content. I could be wrong, but I know TikTok here, I think the longest that you can do is 10 minutes. Which is fine, because this whole platform is all about short videos anyways. And let's see here. I forgot. Oh, yep, we already checked on all that. So I literally have now a dinosaur generator. I have the butterfly generator here, which the butterfly generator is up on my store. It is $10. And I use CArt to actually make these. And there's also a dragon. The dragon one I am going to actually put up on the drive file. I'll even put the dinosaur. I'll actually put the main dinosaur one up. Not the grumpy dinosaur, but this one here. I'll put this one up on my drive file as well. So that is free for anyone to use. Generate. We copy that. Let's see what this does out of sheer interest. And then that's going to be without the laurel. I need to cover this up again just because of the laurels that I choose to use. TikTok will throw a hissy fit. Put the Gothic. We'll put the Gothic back up on it, and we'll see what the Gothic does. This is without the Gothic influence. Doesn't look too bad. I could put this on a tumbler, on a mug, on a t-shirt. Kids go nuts for dinosaurs. Very easy. Adults go nuts for dinosaurs as well. Or I could sell the pack. I can sell this. I'll put it up on. I'll put all of these up on Etsy. And this is the Gothic influence. That one I like. That one's pretty cool. So we literally can, I can sell the photos on Etsy if I wanted to. I could make an entire, with the HTML generator alone, I can make an entire pack of prompt guides. So I can literally just keep hitting randomize, as an example, just on the butterfly thing here. I can literally just sit there and randomize, generate, copy all of these and put them into a notepad and say make 10 or 20 of them and sell that or give these prompts away as a lead magnet, so that people will want to start coming back to you. They're like, "Ooh, this person's giving away free things that I can actually use, that I like. Maybe I want to go and buy this generator, so that I can make even more photos." And let's see, what is this? Okay, so that's Claude Billing. Close that down. So as you saw, the HTML injector lets you pretty much put whatever background images you want, change the fonts however you want, so that you can go from a base like this, which is nothing bad with this, but I can liven it up with the injector program. And the injector program is, I do believe, $20. Let's see here. Seamless production, wearable. I can tell you in just a second. Print Ready Plus. There it is. Yep, it's $20. So you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the seventh product for the HTML asset injector. That's $20. And the brand factory, I'm going to show that one off tomorrow, probably. Let's see here. Tomorrow's Saturday. Yeah, I do believe tomorrow's Saturday. Let's see here. What is tomorrow? I think it's Friday today. Yeah, it's Friday. So tomorrow's Saturday, so it'll be your Friday. I will show off the brand factory prepper, and this will basically take any photo that you have, and it will literally put it into the proper format for IG, TikTok, photo shows, and X. It will automatically transform them straight up, so you have the proper formatting. And it does it in bulk. fast, easy. No headaches, no have to go into Canva and sitting there and adjusting your photo to try and get it to look right for whatever platform you're using. But I will say another thing that keep in mind what platform you're actually going to be using. Like TikTok here prefers everything to be in portrait mode. YT, on the other hand, prefers everything to be in landscape mode. A7. So, plan out what you're going to be using these for. Like, as an example, let's go to Extinction Event. Let's go to generate this. We're going to copy that. We will drop this into here. But instead of leaving it up as a 9/16, let's change this to, let's see here, I don't want standard. We'll go to more. I'm going to go to a 16:9. So we keep that as it is, and we generate this. And this way, by having it set for 16:9, I know I could port this over to YT right off the bat. No issues, nothing being shrunk or anything like that. You'll see the full, you'll literally see the full thing. But if I were to put these pictures here on TikTok, you're going to get a weird looking photo. Or it's going to want you to turn your phone completely to the side so you can see the full photo. So always remember, whatever platform that you're going on, look to find what aspect that they prefer. It just saves you a headache later on. And are you almost finished? Let's see if the seamless is done. Nope, it's still got another minute or so to go. Ooh, speaking of that, I'll be right back. I gotta go wake up the missus. Pray for me. Okay, I'm back. She's already up, so I don't lose fingers. Yay. She's like me, she doesn't wake up very well in the morning. So as you can see, we now have a full landscaped T-Rex going through an extinction level event. Or causing said event. So I could turn this easily into a Tumblr, Tumblr image, t-shirt image, whatever I wanted to do. Put it up on YT. And we're good to go. Now, these generators are very, very easy to produce. Again, my preference is Claude. I've seen some from ChatGPT. They're not that good, and you got to hold its damn hands. Gemini, you definitely have to hold hands. DeepSeek, not too bad. Grok for the initial is good, but if you have to make corrections, it sucks for some reason at that. But understand that if you're making something spicy using Grok, a spicy generator, you cannot take that generator to, say, Claude and say, hey, fix this, because Claude is going to shit a brick. And it's going to tell you to take the, I ain't touching this, because it hits too many safeties. It will not make any corrections. So you'd have to go back to Grok to change your spicy generators. And is this done yet? No, it still is showing a minute 23 seconds. That's a long damn minute, let me tell you. It's at 98%, so I just have to be a little bit more patient. I don't want to be patient, though. So we're going to close off this stuff so that I don't lose my mind and thinking, what the hell am I doing? And see, Claude did lose its mind with the whole preview thing. I don't know why it did that. It's kind of cute, though. Copy that. Let's pop this up and just to see what it does. But go back here. We go back to 9/16, which is my preferred. Oh, and the other reason why I like CArt now, 1, $10 a month. 2, you can now generate 8 photos in one pop. So I cannot complain about that. Oh, but it is cheaper than Midjourney, and it is more powerful. Now, if you're making photos a lot, I would suggest going from the $10 to the I think it's $20. It's either $20 or $30. I don't remember. I think it's like $29.95, so you might as well say $30 for it. Gives you a lot more options and all that other good jazz. I don't recommend doing videos with this one, though. You can do videos in CArt, but they're expensive to run. If you want to do videos, here's a really good example. If you want to do videos, instead of going to like Higgsfield, which is damned expensive, go to the actual platform that you want to use. Say that you want to use Kling because you really like Kling. Use that platform. It's going to be cheaper than going to a wrapper, and CArt is basically a wrapper. And let's turn off the colic thingamabob. Pop that there. And we'll try that a different way. But in reality, if you have a platform that you really like to use, it is cheaper by far just to go to the platform itself and say, okay, I'm going to pay whatever you want me to pay just to use your platform. Because all the rest of the platforms are using APIs, and they may have worked out a deal, but it's still going to be cheaper to run off of that platform than it is to use the actual thing. Yeah, that's kind of cute. The things I create. Makes me even wonder myself some days. Okay, 100% done. Cool. Let us look and see how long of a video this actually turned out to be. With 17 songs. So, output. Crap. Was this... I gotta find out what the name was. Oh, Dragon. I forgot to change the name, but that's okay. So it's Dragon 1. That's the newest one. I'm going to open that up and see if my computer has a conniption fit or not. Okay. This is literally 53 minutes and 57 seconds. Let me zoom in a little bit. Zoom in, I said. Quit being a pain. Oop, too far. There we go. 53 minutes and 57 seconds song. Long ass video. So if we do this, this was just grabbing 17 songs.
The machine goes hiss, the steam goes pop. I'm the king of the counter, watching strut. Everyone else is slow. I'm the best of the bunch. I am a smug little guy. I am a...
Seamless, took a still photo and really making it look like it's moving. But this is literally a random bunch of songs that I just threw out. So this is literally it's saying it's 54. It's literally saying it's 54 minutes. Now, why it says that, I don't know. Yeah, it's 54 minutes straight from full generation. So it can make as long as a video as you want. And this is the Seamless Production House. It is $277. It is up on my store. Link is in bio. This is more than just for videos. This will take any kind, for photos. This will take any video that you have, and it will seamlessly join them together. I don't do video that much. I'm going to have to make a few, and I will show you an example when I put it up. I'll put it up on TikTok or something like that. 'Cause I don't think I have an example here. Let me just see. No, I do not have that. I must have got rid of that, but that's okay. And this one here is one that I made for YT. This one doesn't have sound to it. I forgot to load sounds on it. But this is running one of my generators that does waterfalls. The text again is from Claude, all on brand for Realm Render. And I jacked the size up so that you can't forget my logo, so you can see what my logo is. And that's what people would actually see on YT if I loaded it up. Without sound, mind you. At least I don't think it. Or did I turn the sound off on it? No. Yeah, this one doesn't have sound. I forgot to load the sound on it. So, it's fast, it's easy. Well, it is fast-ish, I should say. Clear all that, clear that. And close the program off. Because I have got to get my ass moving. Close off, thank you very much. But I do need to get going. It is that time. Appreciate y'all hanging with me. The butterfly generator is actually up on my store. It's $10. And literally, it makes, not these, here we go. It makes things like this. You control the video, you literally control the wingspan. Let me find one a little bit better. Here we go. Image-wise, you control all of this. The left wingtip, right wingtip, bottom left, bottom right. So it changes the scene in the background and whatnot. I am going to put the dragon generator up, the dragon generator and the dinosaur generator up on my Google Drive file. If you want that, if you want those, check it out. If you do not have the links for my replays or for the generators, send me a DM. I will give it. I will gladly give you the both URLs. They are 100% free. Anything that is in the generator, that is actually in the generator file, you are free to use for commercial usage, your own use, whatever you want to do with it. It is yours to do with it. Make some money off it, sell it, give it away, learn from it. I don't care. But the generator, the generator drive file of mine, I do clear out. I normally clear it out by the end of the week. Anywhere between 1 week to 2 weeks, and then I clear everything out. And once they're gone, they're gone. I don't keep them on my computer. I tend to delete them as well. So once they're gone, they're gone. You're gonna literally need to grab them. And right now, you all got lucky because I did have one generator. If we go to Google Drive, let me go to Google Drive and I will show you. I kept one, which was the Fantasy Horse one, and that is up on the drive file. So we're gonna go to New Drive. While I'm at it, while I'm thinking about it. New Drive, I said. My drive. Thank you. And go to here, and we're going to find my TikTok lead magnets. There it is. That's the file. Right now, there is a Wolf Dreamcatcher generator, a Realms prompt generator. I mean, not generator, but a whole bunch of prompts. I think there's like 20 or 30 of them. Same with the fitness one, the fitness prompts, the waterfall prompts. That's like 500 prompts right there, by the way. Obsidian statues, mermaid generator, standalone. There's 2 of them. One of them is for white labeling, and the other one's got my stuff on it. The horse generator is the one that does the actual fantasy horses and whatnot. There's also a dragon art generator there already, and a cyberpunk sports augmenting. TXT, which is just prompts. So that's what's on there. So let's go ahead and we go to new file. Let us go to, not those. And I want to find the dinosaur generator. We're going to do the Dragon Snow Globe. And where is the other one at? Not the butterfly prompts. If you want the butterfly one, you have to buy that one. Mock-up generator. Nope. I got to put that up on my store as well. Grow Me Dino. Ah, there it is. Dino generator. So there are now 2 brand new generators up there. If you want them, go grab them before I get rid of them. Which I will probably end up clearing this file out probably next Saturday. Plan on remembering that I want to clear this out next Saturday. Not this coming Saturday, the next Saturday. So basically you have a week and a day to grab what you want out of this file. Beyond that, I do have to get going. I appreciate you guys hanging with me. As you saw on the Seamless one, I literally made a 54-minute long video that I could throw up onto YT if I wanted to. I can use it for content, break it up, do whatever you want with it. No API involved unless you want it to be. And TikTok is what was doing all the title scripts for me, so I didn't have to write them out or anything like that. Not TikTok, sorry. Claude. Cost me, I think, how much did that actually cost me? I forget how much that actually cost me to do that. It was like 5 or 10 cents, something like that. So, it's fast, it's easy to do. By the way, this is where you will go on my link in bio. Look for Dennis, Windrider 47. And you're going to click on the website. It'll take you to my store. Or if you want to go to the rabbit hole, you're going to click on that first button, and that is our community. Mine and Jax's. So, I appreciate you guys being here. And I will see you all later. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Seriously, TikTok, you've got to make this button bigger. Thank you. Later. Ooh, I mean, 27 cents. Woo, who cares? And I need to remember to close this off. Let's see if this actually works.